You have a sister.
Yes.
Is she
a vampire.
Does she live here too?
No.
Are we going to continue to talk like I'm not in the room?
Hello, Genevieve. Would have loved a phone call telling me you were going to stop by. Couldn't have come at a worse time.
Well, I thought I'd surprise my big brother. Are we to eat him?
No.
Oh, okay. Just a question. I need to get testy.
Wait, how did she get in here? I thought vampires had to, be invited into buildings. I own this place now.
So, obviously he's new.
Ben, I promise to explain everything in a bit, but just assume everything you know about vampires is false.
But it was a good try. So you two gonna sit down, or?
Yes, you know what? Ben, why don't you move your things into your new room? Huh?
Okay, thanks for bringing them up.
Yeah, no problem. You picked a piss fucking poor time to drop in, Genevieve.
How the fuck was I supposed to know you were cozying up to a human? Oh, are you two together?
Don't be a shit.
What's going on with you? I haven't heard from you in years, and you never return my phone calls, and now you have a roommate?
I got bored, okay? I found Ben in a bar, and he needed a place to live, and I needed to try to get out of this rut.
So you turned to a stranger instead of your own sister?
Oh, give me a break, Eve. You're only here because you have to be.
True. I just don't like the States. It's so barbaric here.
Why does she have to be here?
You heard that?
Oh, yeah, no, these walls are like paper thin.
Well, don't look at me like that. I've always lived here alone. How the fuck was I to know?
Lucien is the source of my vampirism. The easiest way for me to explain that is I need to charge up once in a while to stay strong, and physically being with Lucy is the only way to do it.
Weird. So you're like the alpha vampire of your family.
Yes, exactly. But my family is just Eve and myself.
So if you die, she dies.
Yes and no.
It seems like we're getting into the talk. How about that tea?
Yes, good idea. Ben?
Alright, so the general theme here is evolution. Vampires are a hybrid species between Homo sapiens and a cave-dwelling species that neither I nor Lucien can find the name of.
I've been looking for decades, not hyperbole.
So, one day, a Homo sapien fucked a cave dweller and boom, your first baby vampire was born.
You can't be serious.
Yes, I am.
How could you possibly know that?
See that row of old books on the bottom right shelf?
Yeah? This is all written down?
Yeah, mostly. Anyway, moving along. The first fib is that vampires are immortal. We aren't. We just age incredibly slowly.
For the most part, most things you know about vampires are based on real things, but just incredibly romanticized to sell books or something.
There's not an exact science, but it's roughly a 10-to-1 ratio.
In years.
In decades. No, I'm just fooling you. It's years. So, we could get into a very detailed, long history here about how vampirism evolved, but I don't really think that it's entirely necessary.
Unless you want to hear the long version. I personally think it is very stimulating.
Oh God, please no. Do that after I leave. I'd sit through it once already and that was plenty. Lucien's a bit of a bookworm. Anyway, we are stronger than humans, as you just saw.
Cave dwellers used to move boulders, etc.
Crosses, holy water, garlic don't hurt us. And we can't make people do things against their own will.
Total fiction. People will just do as vampires said because we can eat them.
Oh, we can walk in the sun. And we only die from old age.
Stake in the heart, just put us in a coma. Take it out, and we're back. And you already know about the sun thing.
Oh, and we can only turn people from our own bloodline. Otherwise, we die in the process. So don't ask us to. We won't. This is good, Lucy.
Thank you.
So, are there more of you?
What, vampires?
Yeah.
No, I mean, not that we know of. I'm sure they're out there somewhere, but I've never met one.
The only vampire I ever met was the one who turned me.
Oh, well, where's he?
Dead. We weren't blood related.
Yeah, what do you mean that you can only turn people that you're related to? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, this is where the long version comes in handy. There was a period in time when vampires were warring with themselves. And it was mostly between families. Long story short, the families would only turn their blood relatives because of family loyalty and all that.
But this was going on for centuries when vampire families were growing their armies. Pop quiz, what's the general theme, Ben?
Evolution.
Bingo. So it got to the point where a vampire from one family bloodline couldn't effectively turn someone from another family bloodline. They started dying in the process.
Are you okay, Ben?
Yeah. It's just like, it's a lot to take in right now, you know? And I'm just realizing that this is all real. And my life now.
I knew we should have said the long version. It is much less jarring.
He's fine. Now, do you have any more blood bags? I'm so